You know why that rips me to the core? Because that tells me that you have now been acting not for yourself. You've just been acting and doing things and doing stuff to check boxes. And those boxes are for service for somebody else and not yourself. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Motivation Station, hosted by your boy here, the mattfreakindeakins. You notice I'm not so animated because today's going to be a very interesting video. It's going to be a very interesting video, but before we get into that, I'd like to talk about the sponsor for today's video. Today's sponsor is MFD Evolution. And what is MFD Evolution, you ask? MFD Evolution is a coaching service that helps you get your mind, your body, and your life back on track. Many times, especially heading into the holiday seasons now, we tend to put on weight, we tend to put on stress. There's family stress, there's emotional stress, there's work stress, trying to close out a year strong with some holidays in there where we not only have stress at work, we now have stress at home because families are requiring it. And then we have leftovers of food that's not optimal for us. And then we eat all the leftovers and we have no control. And therefore, we just not only are stressed out about all those other things, we now have put on pounds because we've been eating our feelings and drinking our feelings, that the average American puts on 5 to 8 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's. So MFD Evolution is a coaching service that helps people get their lives on track, regain their energy, reclaim their life, and live the life that they want to live. So check it out. There's a couple links down in the description. They're running a new OUTLAST the Holidays program. So make sure you check out that. There's a link in the description for that. And there's also the link for the one-on-one coaching if you're interested in working with MFD Evolution. So make sure you go check those out. Once again, links are in the description. But now, back to the video. All right. Here we are. Why am I so somber? I've got some big DEAK energy to let out today, and it's not good stuff. It's good stuff. It's always good stuff. It's always stuff that makes you think, makes you noodle, makes you just feel a way inside, like, ooh, maybe he's talking to me. And if I'm talking to you, I'm not mad at you. I'm just challenging you. I'm putting that out front. Disclaimer, Matt Freaking Deakins is not mad at anybody who takes the advice from this video or takes the words from this video and takes it to heart and actually feels like this applies to them. I'm not mad at you. I just want you to be better. But I'm going to tell you something. I've heard something so many times in the last week especially that I wasn't going to do this video because I'm like, nobody wants to hear another rant from anybody ranting, because all we're doing is ranting anymore in the world today. All we do is rant because no matter what happens, it pisses somebody off. And my rant here is very different. My rant is about mediocrity. My rant is about people not knowing what they want with their life. People not knowing what they want in their life versus people not acting on something in their life. Running in parallels. They both piss me off. I had multiple conversations just this week where I say, what do you want to do in your next step in your career? I don't know. What do you think you want to do? In this company or not in this company? What do you think you want to do? I don't know. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to sit around and hopefully relax. And if I sit around and relax, maybe I'll just decompress. And if I decompress from all the stress, maybe I'll then have time to figure out what I might want. Oh, gosh, it just rips me to the core. You know why that rips me to the core? Because that tells me that you have now been acting not for yourself. You've just been acting and doing things and doing stuff to check boxes. And those boxes are for service for somebody else and not yourself. Yeah, we all work at companies. Well, not we all, but if you work at a company, there's a high probability that you work for someone. 100%. But that's not what I'm talking about here. We're checking the boxes that no matter what we're doing in our day, they're servicing something else. They're not servicing our dreams, our passions, our goals. Instead, it's servicing somebody else's dream and somebody else's passion. So if you're working at a Fortune 500 company, for example, you're out there checking the boxes every day, doing the tasks that my job requires me to do. And is that for you? No, you're not getting anything from it, because reality, it's serving the company who's going to make money. You're going to see your chunk that you negotiated or didn't negotiate, and that's it. and you're going to be pissed off because you feel like you should get more, when really you're not doing enough to get more because you're just checking the boxes. But they're making a ton, so I want some of that. And if I don't get some of that, then I'm going to be upset. And I'm going to be upset because I'm uninspired. And I'm uninspired to just do nothing but check the boxes. But then I expect so much more. Yeah, I just made this colossal longest run on I've ever said in my life. But I'm going to tell you something. It pisses me off. It pisses me off that people are so willing to bitch about their lives. And yet we're so even more willing to do nothing about it. They're tired of working. If I could just stay home and just do everything at home and not have to work. Well, do something and get there. Instead, you're just complain about, I don't want to work today. I think I just want to relax. And, are you going to work out today? No, I don't want to. I don't know that I have it in me. You're right. You don't have it in you. You don't have it in you at all. Don't ever have another goal. Just sit here and complain. That's your goal in life. Your new goal in life is to be a freaking complainer. And your new goal in life is to do nothing but complain about what everyone else gets, and you get nothing. And then, what do? You complain, and you do nothing. You do nothing. Nothing. Except complain about everyone else making it further, and you not. Can you tell why I'm mad? I made a choice to jump into the coaching space because I know I have it in me to inspire the uninspired. Each and every day, I go out of my way to make sure that somebody knows that I care about them. And each and every day, I go out of my way to make sure people know that I believe in them. Because you know what? People don't believe in themselves. And they deserve to know that people believe in them. We have leaders in this world, in our companies, that refuse to at all address the corporate wellness space. I did a video passing that. Is corporate wellness garbage, I think is the title. I can't even remember the title because I'm on this tangent here. But we have, our companies don't care about you and your wellness. They say, well, here's the stuff. Just go do some stuff, right? But they also will sell you out if you get up and walk away from your desk and are not sitting there pounding the sand and pounding the pavement because you need to take 5 minutes and do a mental check on yourself, right? They'll say to your face that, oh yeah, whatever you need. And then they'll go right over there and have a leadership meeting and say, the shit that they want to say. Well, the productivity's way down because they've been taking breaks. I don't know that that's happening, but if you're getting criticized for not sitting at your desk, constantly working when you're at a company, you need to get up and take a walk. Talk about something that's not work related. You need to do something for you. They should be championing that. Why? Why should they be championing lower productivity? Because that lower productivity over time is going to be greater than the high productivity, run you into the ground now so that you quit then. The longevity game is more important than the short-term results, pound you into submission, pound you into the pavement, and they give you a check and you go, I'm so unsatisfied. And then they say, well, what would make you satisfied? And you don't know either. That's the problem. So I went down this coaching venture because I know that I believe in people more than they believe in themselves. And I know that I love everyone out there. We might disagree on things. We might, be very different people. We might have totally different ideologies, religions, backgrounds, political views, etc. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. That doesn't mean I don't respect you. I don't respect your opinion. I 100% do. One thing I don't respect out of people is when they have no damn direction in their life. If their direction is collecting a paycheck and just doing the bare minimum, and then they go home and scroll on social media and complain about people who are winning, then I have no respect for you because you are doing nothing. You have the world in front of you. In 2025, we have cell phones. Let me dig mine out here. We got cell phones. You can make millions of dollars off your damn cell phone. We got computers. We got cameras. We got all this stuff. You just have to sit down and do the work. And instead, we just want to sit here and complain about other people who are winning by doing the work. Well, I don't want to do that. That's work. That's work. I also don't want to work because, you don't want to work because then you have to you can't do what you want, which you don't even know what that is either. Can you tell I'm a bit frustrated? I'm frustrated because people complain so much first and do the work second. I'm pissed off because people choose not to have a direction in their life. They choose to flounder around like a fish in an ocean that's about to get eaten. Whether it's by the shark that's called the government, whether that's the shark that's called corporate America, or whether that's the shark of whoever you idolize, that it keeps winning and keeps taking your money, and you get no respect for repping them. I recommend you take a strong, long, deep look in the mirror and figure out your damn purpose. Figure out what you want in this life. Make it unrealistic. You know why I want to say you make it unrealistic? Make it unrealistic. That way it gives you something to work for. And you know it's not going to be a box check. I have a 3 to 5 year plan. Right now, I'm sitting here saying, ooh, that's a long ways away, and damn, that's uphill. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care because every morning I wake up and I look at that. I look at my goals for this year, for 26, for 27, for 28, for 29, for 30, and I say, yes, let's go. What's today going to bring? Yeah, I still work 9 to 5. I also have my own coaching business, and you can bet your butt I give both the best every day because I owe it to both of them. I owe it to myself to give my best in my coaching business, and I owe it to the company I work for to give them their best because I take a paycheck from them. I make decisions, and I am held accountable by my own standards to the decisions I make, to the words I say, and to the actions I take. You need to as well. Not be accountable for my actions, but be accountable for yours. Be accountable for your actions, your words, and hell, even your inactions. Because each and every action and inaction has a consequence. It's a choice. Choosing to do nothing is a choice. Choosing to do something is a choice. Deciding, taking forever to decide, to maybe think about doing something, your opportunity's already passed. You know, yeah, I'm not saying don't be deliberate in your decision making. I'm saying don't be deliberate in your decision making and take forever. Because by the time you then stewed and deliberated on that thing, it's already gone and this environment's already changed. Yeah, I'm passionate about this because I want all of you to win. I want you all to win like I'm winning. I want you all to win so that way you can be happier in whatever form winning is for you. Can you tell I'm serious? So if this message hit you today, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment how it hit you. How did this hit you today? Because for me talking about this says, Matt, I know your Ohio State Buckeyes were on TV today, but you wasted some time. And I know that you wanted to watch it because that's the one time you really, really, really sit down in a week and you just want to sit and watch Ohio State for a couple hours. But you probably could have done something a little different too. You could have multitasked there. Yeah, it hits me. It hits me that I wasted a few hours, on myself. And maybe you will say, yeah, well, you need to take your mind off things and just relax. I can relax when I retire. And until then, I want to live the best life for me. I want to live the best life for my wife. I want to have the best life that we can have with the opportunities that we can make. And I'll be darned if anybody gets in my way. That's what you should be. That is what you should do. That's how you should act. You should want your best life for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And if you want something in 10, 15, 20 years, there's steps today you can take to get there. It might not be just quitting your job tomorrow because you're sick and tired of it. That's nuclear option. But if you are unhappy in your job, what are you doing to become happy? If the answer is, well, what can I do? I know that you're doing nothing. You have to remember that in a imperfect action is 10 times better than sitting around doing nothing. And both of them are choices. You can choose to do nothing, and you can choose to do something. And if you choose to do nothing, then shame on you. If you choose to do something, make it worth your time. Yeah, you might try that and it might fail. It might completely flop. My coaching business might be nothing. But you bet your ass I'm going to give it my all because I want it to be my future. I want to help people. I want people to understand that they are not alone in their stressed out world. I want people to know that they can come to mattfreakindeakins and he can help you. I want you to know that you got a friend in me and you got somebody here who believes in you. You might not believe in you right this minute, but I believe in you. And I want you to believe in you so that way you can give your best for you, your spouse, your family, your company you work for, whatever. I want you to have the best future, but you got to make the choice to want it too. And if you don't make that choice, then shame on you. I highly suggest you look strong, long, and hard in that mirror. Okay? We're going to wrap this up because I'm done ranting. I'm getting all worked up now. So we're 14 minutes into this and I'm sweating. So we're going to wrap this up. Make sure you give the channel a subscribe, the video a like. Leave me a comment down below if this hit you in an interesting way, how it hit you, and what you feel like your next step should be. Okay? Make sure you check out the links in the description. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. Go out there and choose greatness. Make a choice. Own your choice. Make it with some kind of speed, and live your best life. You owe it to you and no one else. Okay? See you next time.